Hi everybody, good morning. Glad you're here. It's Easter week. We're so excited you're here. Usually I don't do videos on Mondays because we're a 4-day school week, but today I decided since it's Easter week that we would do a full week of fun activities. And so today is just kind of going to be some fun things, some fun stuff. I've got some things in here. All right, so first thing I want to do is tell you that this is going to be important this week, if you know what these are. I have two. I have a lot more than that, but these are the brand Peeps, and these are the marshmallow treats that people usually eat, and these are stuffed ones. I collect them. I love them. Anyway, so we're going to be doing some activities with these this week and some other activities with Easter things. So first I'm going to do our question of the day because I know how much you like to do those, and I decided I'd go ahead and do one today. So today's question says, studies show that pizza is the most popular junk food among Americans of every age and gender. So you have to decide, do you think that's fact or crud about pizza being the most popular junk food among Americans? Okay, so that's our question. Now, the other thing we're going to be doing today, we have two science experiments that I thought we would start today. So the first one I'm going to tell you about is the one you can do at home with your family. Now you don't have to do this, but it would be super fun. It's something that we do every year in 5th grade. I've done it my whole teaching career. So it is the egg drop. And usually we do this at school in the 5th grade. I know some other grades do it at home with their families. So because we're not at school, you can do that at home with your family this week. So let me show you the paper that I kind of want you to get ready. Okay, so it says the egg drop experiment. Materials used. So I want you to write down what materials you use to take. We have an egg, and it needs to be raw, not hard-boiled, no cheating. So a raw egg, and you need to find a way to protect this and then find some place you could drop it at your home. Maybe you could drop it off, just stand inside your car in the back and drop it out, or maybe you have a little ledge at your house, have a ledge outside. I'm going to participate too, so I'm going to do one on Friday also. So this will be due on Friday if you want to participate and show your videos. I'm going to do a little Facebook Live, and you can put your videos on there too on Facebook. So we're going to do a paper. It doesn't matter what kind of paper you use for this. You can use lined paper, you can use white paper, whatever kind of paper you have. So I want you to put down the materials you use to protect your egg. What did you use to protect it? Then I want you to come up with a construction plan. So a construction plan means, what am I going to construct to keep my egg protected? So you need to have at least 5 steps. That's why we did the peanut butter and jelly how-to paper last week, kind of get us ready for this. So you need to tell me, how are you going to do this? And you and your family can all work together on this. And then you need to write me about 3 or 4 sentences about why you think your egg will survive the drop. And then obviously you have to tell me if it did or it didn't. So at the end I will show you that paper in still format, like real still, so you can see it completely, and I'll hold it there for a second so you can copy all that down. Now the other thing we're going to be doing today, I'm going to start today with you. So it's called the rubber egg. So we're going to be making a rubber egg today. And to do that, we have some ingredients for our science experiment. We have a cup. You could use a jar. You could use a different kind of cup. It doesn't matter. You can use anything you want. You can use tall ones or short ones. I have a short one because knowing me, if I plop it down in there, I might break it. But this is my little cup that I'm going to be using for our egg bounce experiment. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking this raw egg and changing it into something that is bouncy, rubbery. And we're going to make it into a rubber egg. So it's not going to be hard. It's hard. If I dropped this right now, I would have a big mess, and it would stink if I left it and didn't clean it up. So this is a fun experiment that I did when I was your age. I love this experiment, and it will make this egg bouncy and rubbery. So first thing you need to do is get your cup and your egg. Just put your egg down in your cup, okay? Then what you have to have is some vinegar. Doesn't smell very good, but it works, and it's gonna make our egg change into something different. So what you need to do is take your vinegar and you want to cover the whole egg. Make sure it's completely covered. So you take your cup and then just pour that in there. Boom. Completely covered up egg. Okay? So then, this was something that we did not do when I was a kid. I saw that you can make them colorful and make them color rubber eggs. So I have me some food coloring here, and I decided that I'm gonna make mine blue. Dibble colors, you know. So I'm gonna take my food coloring out of the box, little blue food coloring, and then we're going to just put a couple of, ooh, it already stinks. Put a couple of drops in there. Maybe one more. Okay, and so that's just gonna kind of settle to the bottom on top of the egg and in the vinegar. We're gonna leave that for every day this week, and we're going to observe that. So you're gonna make a hypothesis, which means an educated guess, as to what do you think is going to happen to this egg to change it and make it rubbery. Okay, so let me show you our paper. I'm gonna take my phone off of here for just a second. So bear with me. I haven't, oh, golly. Okay, so let me switch this. Okay, so here is our egg drop experiment paper, the one I told you about a minute ago. So there's the egg drop. That's what you need for the egg drop experiment. That's how your paper can look. And it doesn't have to be perfect because you can use whatever you have at home. Now, for our experiment we're doing right now, this is what it needs to. So I called it the Egg Bounce Journal, and I have 5 days on here because we're gonna do every day of this week. And what you can do is, today you need to write down, what did you observe? What went in to this cup? What did you observe happening? What went into the cup? Write your observations down. And at the very bottom down here, after a couple days, you can give me your hypothesis as to why you think this egg is going to be rubbery and bouncy. Okay, so that's that paper for your Egg Bounce Journal. Each day we're going to take an observation, and then there's your egg drop experiment that you can do with your family, and we're going to do those on Friday. There you go. Okay, so what I was going to tell you is that usually at our Easter party, which I'm very sad we're not going to get to do. I love our Easter party. We go outside, we have a picnic, and then we do our egg drops off of the giant football stadium. So the football stadium got changed this year anyway, so it's okay that we're changing stuff up. So what I want us to do is do this at home and find some place to drop it. And then I will do mine on Friday, and you'll be able to see it. And hopefully some of you will do this assignment. This is your science assignment. It also can be considered reading, writing, all kinds of stuff. So I would love for you to do these things. They're good for making your brain problem solve and think, and try to figure out a way to keep that egg protected, and to figure out in your mind, what does vinegar have to do with making an egg rubbery and bouncy for the other experiment. Now, for one more thing that I thought would be fun before I get off today, we each day are going to find in my room or outside or somewhere else, I am going to hide a little peep like this. He's a little bit smaller than this, but he looks the same. He's yellow, and it's the bird one, and I have hidden it somewhere in my room in here. And I am going to scan the room with my phone in a minute. I'll put some music on, and I want you to try to see if you can watch the video and find him. And if you do, you can obviously text me or comment on here as to where he's hiding, but don't cheat and look at the comments if you don't know where he is. Find him. All right, so let me turn this around. Alexa, play Rockin' Robin. Okay, so we've got a peep like this, except he's about that big. He's not very big, so I'm gonna scan real slow. You gotta see if you can find him. Okay, hope you found him. Come back tomorrow and we'll be having our lesson about Origami Yoda's second book, which is Darth Paper Strikes Back, and be doing some more Easter activities and looking at our science experiment. Love you. Remember, kindness is a language everyone can hear.